Can you start off by saying your name and just introducing yourself?
You say give my name and introduce myself?
Yeah, your first and last name and your company name and your title.
Okay. So I am Ed Ryland. I am president and CEO of Arvo Realty Advisors.
Well, I got it
We are
confirmed.
a commercial real estate firm, headquartered in Houston,
That there are.
national commercial real estate firm.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about your business? Like what motivated you to start this business?
Yeah, so really we started from an index box on the kitchen table, my wife and I, almost 40 years ago. And one of the reasons I started this business, because when I first decided to get involved in investing in commercial, I knew nothing about it. And I made some terrible mistakes. So I began to take a bunch of classes and follow a bunch of folks who I thought were experts in the field. I decided that I should probably go ahead and get my license. And once I got my license, I was still working actually for the state of Texas. And they came in and they laid me off. And I said, man, what am I going to do now? And that was an opportunity then to say, well, I'll give this real estate and if it doesn't work, I'll get a job. That's been almost 40 years ago. And so I have not looked for a job in 40 years. So I love what I do. In terms of commercial real estate, what really motivated me to get involved in commercial real estate because I saw the lack of diversity in commercial real estate. When I looked all around, there were very few people of color that was in commercial real estate. And I asked the question, why was that? There's a number of reasons why, but we began to get involved in commercial real estate, and then I began to open up a firm that specifically focused on commercial real estate.
Okay, and I know that your firm works closely with young adults who are trying to get into real estate. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, we know that this is one of the most challenging fields to get into because, well, first of all, it takes such a long time. The learning curve is so long. It's about a 24 to 36-month learning curve. So young folks who get in this business, they oftentimes need a mentor, and more importantly than that, they need an advocate. They don't have those two things in place. It's going to be very challenging for them to be successful long-term in the business. So we started mentoring young folks, people of color, women. We started mentoring them years ago to expose them to commercial real estate, even in college. And then once they graduate out of college, we've offered them internships, and then we've offered them jobs within our organization so that they can understand the ins and outs of commercial real estate. We know that if we don't provide some sort of support for young folks, then they will not explore this fascinating career. And so both myself and my daughter and our company overall have made it a mission of ours to make sure that we reach out to a broad group of people, women, men, diverse backgrounds and all, and expose them to this industry and then provide them the tools to be successful.
Okay, you talked about the learning gap. Is it because like young adults don't know too much about commercial real estate? And if so, like how do you tend to close that gap?
Yeah, I think about when I was in college or even in, middle school, the careers that were offered to me, commercial real estate was never one of the careers that was talked about. So I never had an opportunity to explore commercial real estate. So that's the first thing, in terms of being exposed to it. Secondly, closing that gap is making sure that they understand commercial real estate is so much different from residential. When you sell in residential, the process is going to be pretty similar over and over again. But when you're working with commercial real estate, every transaction is different. Every buyer, seller, landlord, tenant is different. Every challenge is different. There's so many multiple things involved in a successful commercial real estate transaction that it takes time to understand it, understand the language, understand the terms, understand the challenges, understand how the economy plays into it, understand how interest rates plays into it. It's just a lot you have to learn in order to be successful in this industry. And so closing that gap means that we provide an atmosphere to mentor and hold the young folks' hands that are trying to get into this industry, so that we teach them all the different aspects of commercial real estate.
Okay, and if someone wants to get involved or get mentored by your company, what are the steps do they go to like be able to do this?
So they can reach out to our office. They just call our office, the 952-5066 number. And Maria in our office will set up an opportunity for us to have a first interview with them to make sure that they understand what this industry is all about, to see if it's something they really want to do. Sometimes folks come to us and they tell us they want to get in commercial real estate. And when we start telling them what's involved, first of all, we say, if you're not married, don't get married. If you don't have a mortgage, don't get a mortgage. If you don't have a car payment, don't get a car payment. If you can stay at home with your mom or your daddy and sleep in their basement for about 24 months, do it, because you're going to starve to death for about 24 to 36 months, because that's how long it's going to take you to start generating income. So you have to be financially prepared, mentally prepared. Understand that when you're doing commercial real estate, you're not talking to consumers, you're talking to C-level people, CEOs, CFOs, COOs, of organizations. So you have to understand how to read balance sheets and financial statements and how that impacts the bottom line. So that takes some time to learn. So when folks come to us, we just want to have them mentally prepared and physically prepared, to stay in this business long term.
And so do you guys teach them all of that, or is this a course that they take, or they have to go to real estate school and get their real estate license? What is this process, this 24-month process look like?
Yeah, the first step is you have to get your real estate license. So if you want to sell real estate, you have to do that. And then you have to decide if you want to do residential or commercial. If you decide to do commercial, then we sit down with you and we prepare a business plan for you. We help you prepare a business plan for you that talks about the different things you need to do to be successful in this business. What type of educational courses you need to take outside of our organization, what type of training and education we give inside of our organization. And then we pair you up with an individual within our organization that will be a mentor for you through that process.
Okay. And what are some, do you have any success stories within this that you've started with someone who wanted to start in commercial real estate and they're now doing well?
Yeah, so I mean, you can take my daughter Tiffany. I mean, I know she's close to me, but she had no desire to get into commercial real estate. I mean, she was living her life in Atlanta, and then circumstances caused her to move back home. And once she got introduced to commercial real estate, she's just been on fire. She just recently received an excellence award from Chase Bank, and she's been receiving all kinds of awards. She's been asked to speak on national stages, but she just won. Person that we have a person just joined our firm just last week, coming out of banking industry, very successful in the banking industry, and now he's pivoting over into commercial real estate. About 3 months ago, we had another individual join our firm. He was a real estate attorney for a major corporation. And so he's starting his successful transition. Our executive vice president, he's been with us now 21 years. He didn't know commercial real estate before he joined our company, but he joined our company and got on fire by commercial real estate, and now he's leading major assignments for us. So yeah, there are some success stories about folks who, it takes a commitment, it takes a sacrifice, and it really takes understanding what's involved in this industry in order to be successful.
So I know that we talked about helping young adults, but is it just age specific? Like, do you have just a certain age where someone can reach out to get mentorship, or is it free?
No, I think we have several levels. First, we want to expose young folks to commercial real estate early in their careers. So we go out and do a lot of talking to young folks in middle school and in high school. And then once you get to college, then we want to start talking more seriously about this career. All right. And so we work with University of Houston, we work with TSU, we work with Rice students, Prairie View. I'm on the board of business for Prairie View. And so we talk to them. So we want to start talking to young folks early on in their careers. But also, people are making career changes later in life. There are some folks who have been in corporate America for a long time, and they have made a decision either they want to get out of corporate America, or corporate America has made some changes internally and their position is no longer needed. And so they've made a decision at an adult age to transition over into commercial real estate. So we see both the ends of the spectrum. We see young folks that we want to expose to it, and then we see adults who are saying, you know, I want to do something different.
So I know that I've seen research where there's a lot of younger adults who are in college and they're getting their real estate license, and it's something that they want to do while they're in school or something that they want to do aside of from their like regular jobs or while they're making their way through school. Is that something that they will be able to do, or is it like really challenging to where it will have to be the main focus? Because that's kind of what it seems like.
Yeah, if you were in college, the best way to get involved in commercial real estate is through an internship. And we have a great success story about that. We brought on a young lady from TSU about a year and a half ago. She came on, she wanted to just be, she just wanted to shadow one of our, team members. We brought her on and we put her in an internship program. She graduated, we offered her a full-time job. Her full-time job was actually, her degree was in marketing, and her full-time job for us was to be marketing and business development. Well, she was with us for about a year, and she said, you know what, I think I want to get my real estate license. And so we supported her getting that real estate license. Now she is a real estate license. She has a real estate license, and she's looking at transitioning her career into doing more commercial real estate. So, I think just being exposed to it and having someone who takes a genuine interest in your success. Everybody's not going to be successful in this industry, I tell you, but I love it. And the people who have really been successful love it as well. But you've got to have someone take interest in your career and be available to mentor you, be an advocate for you, show you the ins and outs of this industry.
Yeah. What are some common mistakes you often see young adults who enter the real estate business make?
Not being disciplined, because when you become a real estate person, you are actually an independent contractor. No one's going to tell you what time to come in, what time to go. No one's going to tell you how to manage and budget your money. We help you planning that, but you've got to be disciplined and know that every day you pretty much wake up unemployed. You got to go out and hunt for business. That's one of the main things that I found from young folks, that they don't take it serious enough initially, because you have so much flexibility. So if a friend or relative say, hey, can you pick up my laundry for me? Oh yeah, I'll swing by that. The answer should be no, I'm working. I cannot pick up your laundry. So you have to treat this industry like it is a job, like it is your business. That's one of the challenges I've seen. The other challenge that I've seen is that the lack of continuous education around commercial real estate. But it's not that you get your license and that's it. One of the things that I did early on was I pursued the most prestigious designations you can have in commercial real estate. One is the CCIM, which is considered the PhD of commercial real estate, and one is the MCR, which is the Masters of Corporate Real Estate. And I did that for several reasons. One, I knew that I had to know what I was talking about. People don't care that I have a license. They care, how am I going to benefit them? What's my value proposition to them? And by bringing these designations and the education that came with me, I can stand head and shoulders above most of my competitors, because many of them don't have those designations. So young folks need to understand that they too need to pursue the type of designations that will distinguish them from their competitors.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to add, or any additions?
Yeah, I would say that for us, the world of commercial real estate is a $1 trillion industry, and it is tremendously underrepresented by people across various spectrums. And so if you're looking for a career that will challenge you, that's exciting, something that you want to do, that will allow you to use your individual talents and skills to do that, I would do it. The other thing that I would say is that we just launched just this month, Arvo, which is the name of our company, Arvo Small Business, specifically dedicated to helping small businesses. Over the last 40 years, we've worked with major corporations, government institutions, and small businesses. And what we found is that major corporations and government institutions have internal commercial real estate departments that help them but the small business community does not. So our small business division is designed to help small business because they have been making some terrible mistakes when it comes to commercial real estate. And I believe that's an opportunity for young folks to get involved with as well, to help small businesses with their commercial real estate needs so that they can be successful in running their business as well.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.